The Government Man is Back. The sequel to the wildly popular Confessions of a Government Man has arrived. It's Brooklyn to the Beltway, with a stop in the Borscht Belt. More tales about funny happenings in high places of government. I assure you folks, you cannot make these stories up. Now, I never expected to do another book a dozen years later, but with time on my hands during the pandemic, I was kind of pushed. And as for the Brooklyn and Borscht Belt part, it was my pal, Emmy Award winning sportscaster Stan Fischler, who pushed me into that. So, Brooklyn to the Beltway is now available on Amazon. There's something for everyone here, this time with a personal touch. Growing up in the garden spot of America, Brooklyn, USA, and coming of age slinging dishes in the Catskill Mountains, aka the Borscht Belt, where everything was a hustle, was the perfect prep for a career in government. We go behind the scenes everywhere for a unique piece of New York culture here. Now, it says on the back cover here that I'm from Brooklyn and I have an attitude to match. Well, I'm proud of that. And if you find anything offensive in the book, by all means tell your friends. There are more recollections of funny happenings and unforgettable characters worthy of Hollywood, such as Murray Bermuda Schwartz, Morris Hot Dog Nathan. There's fake news, there's witch hunts, there's personal vendettas. They were all part of a day's work. And it all started with humble beginnings in a tiny apartment in Brooklyn, in a family with just a few eccentricities. Working the Catskills was a 4-star reality check about the uncertainties of life. Now, on the business end in the Catskills, the first lesson I learned that when you're facing head to head a temperamental chef who's carrying a butcher knife in his hand, you don't have too much negotiating leverage. These tales include some sleight of hand, some Houdini-like magic with federal money, a near shootout precipitated by one of my colleagues who overstepped his bounds. That was in a federal building, some school-age mischief on my part, young love, and needless to say, just a touch of the risque. Now, in my career, I dealt with presidents, I dealt with big city mayors, I dealt with judges, I dealt with the Congress, I dealt with industry giants, all of them. But I also dealt with community activists, labor unions, urban hustlers, and your garden variety con artist. It was quite a ride, and it all started in Brooklyn, New York. So I hope you enjoy reading this labor's love of love as much as I enjoyed writing it. Goodbye.